Hello everyone, welcome back to Enginuity Lab. In today's video, we are continuing our journey of curve creation in CATIA V5 Surface Design Workbench. And today we shall learn three very important tools: the Polyline, Isometric Curve and Combine Curve. These tools are extremely useful when working with complex geometries and surface manipulations. In the previous videos, we covered Conic, Spline, Helix and Spiral. Now we move one step further into more practical and industry used curve tools. What are these curves? These tools help you to create connected lines path, the polyline, extract curves directly from surfaces, the isometric curve, merge multiple curve into one, that is the combine curve. These are widely used in surface trimming, boundary creation and advanced modeling workflows. First one, we will create the polyline. As we already discussed about polyline, so let's again create another polyline. To create a polyline, you know how to create polyline. We need number of points to create a polyline. For that, I am selecting these points and here I have number of points. Okay. To create a polyline, click on the drop down of line and here you can find the polyline tool. Click on the polyline, then select the points one by one in a systematic manner. The point you select in which order the polyline will be created on like that. If I click on this point is my first point, this is my second point, this is my third point, and if I say this is my fourth point, this is fifth and this is sixth and the seventh, then it will be created like this. Okay. If I choose if I again click on the polyline and click the point in a systematic order, first one, second one, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. Now you can see the polyline will be look like this. Okay. Here also we have another option called close polyline. When I click on the close polyline, this will create another line which will complete the loop of the polyline in a closed loop. Okay. And if I deselect that one, then it will create the open loop. Here you can see the first one, and for the last one I cannot give the radius here. The radius tab is deactivated. In the second one, when I click on the second point, here the radius tab is activated. That means I can give radius here. If I say 5 mm and preview, because this is if I say 5 mm and OK or preview, then you can see a 5 mm radius is created here. Same way we can give radius at all the points. Here 2 mm, 3 mm, here 5 mm again, let's say 10 mm, and at the last point and the first point it is not allows us to give the radius value. But if I select the close polyline, then I can give the radius here as well. Now you can see the point 1, the radius tab is activated. Here if I say 5 mm and preview, a radius is created here again. Same way, if I can also give the radius at the point 7, here 5 mm. Now you can see a polyline, a closed polyline is created with radius values. Again, let's say I am removing this one, the point 4 from here. Okay, I can add a point before or after to any point. Here, if I say add a point after point 3, click on this one and add a after and click on the 4. Then another point is created here and I can give the radius here 5 mm. Preview. Again my polyline back. Same way, if I say delete, remove this one and I want a point before the point 4. Okay, if I say point 4, add before and click on this one. Here again give the radius. My polyline again created again. In this way we can create polylines in CATIA V5 Surface Design Workbench or Generative Shape Design Workbench. Click on OK to create. Next is isometric curve. To create a isometric curve, we need a surface first. So let's convert this polyline into a surface. For that, I am just converting this one by clicking on fill and select the polyline. Now you can see a close counter, preview and OK. Here I have a surface. Okay, and isometric curve. This extract curves directly from the surface. This is called isometric curve, which will extract the curve directly from the surface. So I am clicking on this isometric curve and it will ask for selection, support. So let's say this is my support, the fill one, and when I am moving my mouse along this one, then you can see a curve is creating automatically. Okay, so this is, we can select a point in the surface anywhere as per your requirement. Let's say here. Okay, then you can see this is as in the direction, it is select line 1. Here we can swap the direction, like now it is on this direction, we can swap it on this direction. I am extracting these lines from here, this one, and this one. Okay, now I can use the fill command to fill these ones. We will know about the fill command while creating the surface. Review and OK. Here also we have another curve. First of all, I am joining these two curves, first one and the second one. Review. Okay, now this will be a join one. Now click on the isometric curve and the support is this one. Now you can see my curve is creating on both the surfaces. Okay, here I have a curve. I am clicking on this one. This is my point. We can click on anywhere and I can swap it like this. The first, in this way I can swap it. In the swap selection, if I click on this one and say this face to swap, you can see the curve is created like this and close. And also we can swap it along this way and here let's say the selection, this one again, and here also if I right click and swap UV, this is called, then we can create it like this. Okay, the same thing, what is this is the swap UV direction. We can right clicking here and swap the curve, and if I say keep this point and edit, I can right click and edit the point. Here is the tuner tool is open, and click on the relative, you can find the origin of your point, the point what we have selected here in the input of the isometric curve. We can reset it to our selected point. So now you can see the point is here. Here also parametric step, we can, this is by default, let's say 0.3. If I click on this one, then it will change in point the step select created here. We can, let's say again make it 0 both U and V, and I'm changing it to 0.1. Okay, now when I click on this one, now you can see the value is changing in 0.1. Okay, so make it 0 again and close. And in the swap surface we have created this one, so you can see the this one, you can remove it, remove, or click on this one again, click on OK. Now our isometric curve is created here. In this way we can create a isometric curve. Now you can see CATIA generated curve lying on the surface. The surface here you can see the curvature of whatever it is created in the surface, by the surface the curve is created like that only. The next one is the combine curve. Combine curve combine two different or multiple number of curves and create a resultant curve, or convert it into a one curve. Where I can find the symbol, the tool, here in the drop down of projection you will find the combine. For that we need two different curve, two different planar curves. For that, let's say select the YZ plane first and click on the sketch. I am creating a fast curve which will be like this. Okay, now where we have, let's say this is 26 mm and this one is 15 mm, 15, and this is 26, and also I want a fillet radius here or corner which is of radius 10 mm. Okay, now click on the exit workbench. Next what we will do, we have created this one on the YZ plane. Next I will select the ZX plane and click on the sketch. I will create another curve. Okay, it will be look like this, and this height which is 25 mm. Okay, and this point to this one, let's say 10 mm, and this also, this is 10 mm. Again I will use the corner tool to make a radius here. this radius is also 10 mm or 20 mm, let's say. Okay, so we have created two different curves. One is here, you can see in the 3D, one curve is on the YZ plane and another one is the ZX plane. Now I will click on the combine curve and click on the combination type, which will be normal and fast one, and the second one here the nearest solution, preview, and you can see the resultant curve, which will be combination of this one, where this one is the combination. First it will create this section and also it will create this curve. Okay, now I am hiding these two. You can see the curve is a 3D curve, both by combining the two different planar curves. Okay, this is useful when we want to simplify the geometry, create continuous boundary, then this will be a helpful one. Ensure curves are properly connected before combining. Clean curves always gives better surfaces. So always avoid too many segments in polyline. Here some tips for you. Always avoid many number of segments in polyline. Use isometric curves for accurate surface interferences. Combine curves only after proper alignment. In real world application, these tools are used in surface boundary creation, trim operations, product and automotive design. These are essential for professional CAD workflows. So that's all for today's session. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like the video, share with your friends and subscribe to Enginuity Lab. Till then, thank you for watching Enginuity Lab. See you on next video.